U.S. House rejects Israel aid bill, Israel-Hamas ceasefire in deadlock.
Insecurity in Pakistan ahead of general election.
Warm. Trade union spring train, on the eve of Lunar New Year.
You're watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Han Zhang, your host. The U.S. House of Representatives rejected a Republican proposed bill that would provide $76 billion in aid to Israel. This development has hindered the latest U.S. effort to support its Middle East ally amidst the ongoing crisis in the Gaza Strip.
With 250 votes in favor and 180 against, the bill to fund Israel did not receive the two-thirds of the votes it needed to pass. Notably, 14 Republican and all Democratic lawmakers opposed the bill. The Democrats expressed the desire for a larger $118 billion bill that would encompass aid for border security and emergency aid for Ukraine and Israel. This shows the deep political divide in the United States because aid to Israel has always received strong support from both houses of U.S. Congress. The Israeli aid bill stalled while the proposed ceasefire in Gaza is also in deadlock after Israel rejected provisions proposed by Hamas. The Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu also claimed that a victory in Gaza is within reach and has reaffirmed the commitment to eliminate Hamas.
There's no alternative to the military defeat of Hamas. Continued military pressure is a necessary condition for the release of the hostages.
The deadliest fighting in the history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has claimed the lives of more than 27,000 Palestinians, of whom more than two-thirds are women and children.
At least 28 people were killed and another 40 injured in two explosions that rocked the southwestern province of Balochistan. The explosion took place just before the 12th general election in the 76-year history of the South Asian nation's independence.
Pakistani officials said two explosions occurred outside the offices of two political parties in Balochistan. The Pakistani Election Commission has asked Balochistan Police Office and authorities to investigate the incidents. It is unclear which individual or group was behind the attacks. The explosion occurred despite security tightening, with more than 500,000 security personnel deployed to ensure the safety of parliamentary elections today. In the current context, the new tenure government will face huge challenges, from restoring weak economies, addressing divisive politics, degrading infrastructure to improving ties with neighboring Iran and Afghanistan and fighting armed groups.
The Vietnam Earthquake Information and Tsunami Warning Center has reported 6 earthquake bulletins in the Con Plong District, Con Tum Province. The largest earthquake measures 4.0 on the Richter scale.
The first earthquake occurred at 10:49 a.m. on February 7th, with a magnitude of 3.7 on the Richter scale and at a depth of about 8.2 kilometers. Only 10 minutes later, another magnitude 3.3 earthquake struck the same area. 12 minutes later, the largest earthquake of the day at 4.0 on the Richter scale was recorded. By 3 p.m., Con Plong District recorded 3 more small earthquakes, ranging from 2.5 to 3.0. Over the past nearly 3 years, hundreds of earthquakes have occurred in the Con Plong, far surpassing the number of earthquakes recorded in this area over a century ago. Scientists from the Institute of Geophysics say that these are induced earthquakes, caused by the water accumulation process of hydropower reservoir affecting the fault system below.
Coming up next are Summer Daily News. Deputy Prime Minister Trần Lưu Quang has just signed the decision to recognize Diễn Châu district in Nghệ An province as meeting the criteria for the new rural area in 2023. The decision was announced after 12 years of implementing the National Target Program to build new rural areas, which has aroused patriotism and community spirit among the local population. At present, all communes and towns in the Ancho have achieved the new rural standards, with 6 communes reaching advanced new rural status. The district has also fulfilled a 9 criteria for becoming a new rural area. The district's goal before 2030 is to become a town as per Resolution number 39 of Politburo on the construction and development of Nghệ An province by 2030, with a vision toward 2045.
According to Vin International Airport, ahead the Lunar New Year of the Tiger, the number of passengers arriving at Vin International Airport has increased by 50% compared to normal days. From the 22nd of December of lunar calendar or February 1st, Vin International Airport sees an average of 42 to 44 takeoffs and landings per day, a 50% increase from the usual 30 to 32 flights, but a decrease of 14 to 16 flights compared to last year's TET. Most passengers traveling to Vin International Airport originate from Noi Bai, Hanoi, or Tan Son and Hat, Ho Chi Minh City, with an average of 190 to 240 passengers per flight, but there are very few departures from Vin International Airport.
The meteorologists said that an intensified cold spell is covering the southern to the northern region from February 8th. The 8th and 9th of February will be the coldest days of this spell. The northeastern region sees severe cold, while the northwestern and north-central regions also experience cold and harsh weather. During this cold spell, the lowest temperature in the northern region ranges from 11 to 13 degrees Celsius, with mountainous areas from 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. Some highland areas even drops to below 5 degrees Celsius. From the early hours of the 9th of February, rain is expected from Quang Tri to Bin Din, with localized heavy rain and thunderstorms, bringing about tornadoes, lightning, hail and strong gusts of wind. The severe cold may impact livestock and poultry, as well as greatly affect the growth and development of crops.
On February the 7th evening, a train filled with emotions arrived at Vinh Station. This train transported workers from Bình Dương province back to their hometowns for Tết holidays. These are poor workers who have received support for their tickets from the 2024 Trade Union Spring Journey program initiated by the Vietnam General Confederation of Labor. More in the following story. At 7:50 p.m. on February the 7th, the TN04 train arrived at Vinh Station. Nearly 100 passengers disembarked, including workers and laborers from Nghệ An returning from Bình Dương with their relatives. For trade union members, the journey from Bình Dương to Vinh is fully subsidized for the tickets cost, while family members receive a 50% subsidy. Upon setting foot in the station, the Nghệ An Confederation presented them with the gifts.
I feel warmly welcomed by the trade union, and I am very grateful.
This year, after getting through COVID, our works experience a bit challenging. The trade union's gift is very much appreciated.
According to the plan, nearly 500 workers from southern provinces will be supported to return to their hometowns in Nghệ An province through the 2024 Trade Union Spring Train program. The Trade Union Spring Journey, initiated by the Vietnam General Confederation of Labor, will have about 30 to 32 carriers serving the union members and workers from the south to the provinces from Nghệ An to the north for Tết holiday. After Tate, there will be return train trips to bring workers back to their workplace in the southern provinces. It's the end of our bulletin today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.